Well, Anne Frank was a child when the war started. She was about 13 years old and she started to write in her diary. So we know her perspective very well. But of course, children all over the world are still at war. And for me, it was very difficult to write from this perspective because I'm not a child anymore. I asked my son, who was 10 years at the time, to read with me to see if I could explain what was happening well enough. But even the elements which would seem like fiction are checked and double-checked and double-checked. Because there's so much known about Anne Frank and so many people know so much about Anne Frank that you cannot make mistakes. So when we read, for example, that Anne Frank was playing Monopoly, then we know that she played Monopoly with these two boys, and we know that it was the English version. So we checked all sorts of things, also very details we checked. Sometimes we think of Anne Frank only as the girl in the war, but before that she had such a normal life. She was playing outside, she had parties when she had her birthday, just like any other child. So her life was quite perfect, and it changed, well, almost overnight. And that makes it so traumatic, I think. But I feel it's important for children to know this too. Because I think the story should be told. 6 million Jewish people were murdered in the Second World War. It's incredible. This is something which we should never forget. And I think we should try and learn the lessons of what happened then still. And at the same time, as I said, worldwide there's so many children who live in countries where there's war. And Anne Frank also gives, I think, inspiration to live as good as possible, even in wartime.